nerds, and welcome back to Cinematic Sarcastic, the podcast that talks all things movies and television. I'm Natalie, and I'm your host. On today's episode, we are going to circle back to my favorite films from Star Wars actors and talk about my favorite film of Warwick Davis. Now, Warwick Davis played the character of Wicket in Star Wars Return of the Jedi, but my favorite film of his would have to be the 1988 film Willow. Now, Willow is the story of Willow Ufgood, played by Warwick Davis. His family discovers a baby floating down the river near their village and decide to take it in. Now, the baby is what they call a daikini baby, or a baby from an average size family, whereas Willow and his entire village are little people. So once they take in the baby, a whole bunch of bad things start happening, and Willow kind of figures out that if they keep the baby, that their whole village is in danger. So they take it to the High Council, and it's decided that Willow and a team from his village are going to take this daikini baby back to its own people. So Willow is kind of one of those films that has a lot of my favorite elements in it. It also has the added advantage of containing the actor Billy Barty. Now, Billy Barty in Willow plays the character of the High Aldwin, or basically the head wizard that's kind of teaching Willow about how to use his own powers. But Billy Barty was in my favorite film, Legend. So automatically out of the gate, I was already going to love Willow because Billy Barty was in it. And Willow also has my favorite Val Kilmer character. Now, even though Val Kilmer has been in quite a lot of movies that I've absolutely loved, he's Iceman in Top Gun, and he played in Tombstone, but Mad Mardigan will forever be my favorite Val Kilmer character. He just did it so well. It was funny, but still masculine, and, he kind of has this tender side in some parts. And Val Kilmer, even though he had already seen her, this was the first time that he actually got to play in a film alongside Joanne Whalley, who plays Saoirse, and they did end up falling in love and getting married in real life. They have since been divorced, but they did have a couple of children together, and it just was my favorite love story duo between Val Kilmer and Joanne Whalley, or more namely their characters in the film Mad Mardigan and Saoirse. So throughout the movie, Willow runs into all of these really great characters. There are the brownies, which are these very tiny, I would say fairy size woodland people. They fly around on, birds and have magic dust that makes you fall in love with someone. There is Queen Bavmorda, who is the bad guy in the film, or I guess bad girl in the film, but she is the one that is trying to track down the baby and kill the baby. There's Finn Rizal, which is basically, she is kind of a sorceress that's been held captive, I guess, on an island, and Willow has to rescue her in order to be able to have her help them. It's just a wonderful, wonderful tale that I think everyone should at least see once. Now, I know that Warwick Davis and Joanne Whalley are reprising their roles from Willow in the Willow television series that I believe is supposed to come out in November of this year. I am trying to kind of keep my judgment of what I think the Willow television series will be until it actually drops and I get to see it. But lately, it's been pretty hard to do that. With some of the stuff that's coming out with Rings of Power, for instance, instantaneously, I'm already kind of nervous because I don't know that Hollywood really cares so much about what the audiences these days want to see. It just sort of seems like they're rebooting things and not really keeping that same magic from the first film. It just is sort of like this money grab of, oh, they liked this is already a classic, so let's ruin it. But the fact that they did get Warwick Davis come back to play Willow, and that the character Joanne Whalley, who plays Saoirse, are back. That gives me a little bit of hope that it's not going to be a total train wreck like the Rings of Power looks like it's going to be. So I am actually pretty excited to watch the Willow TV series and see what they do with it. I did pick up the novels that came out after the film, and I did not like those. So I am hoping that the television series kind of forgets those novels and tells their own story. And I'm looking forward to kind of seeing where they go with it and seeing, if Elora Danan is grown up. You don't get to see her in any of the trailers, so I don't know if she's even involved in the show. I know that the TV series, I guess is not a movie, but the TV series creators have said that Madmartigan will be a major part in the television series, but Val Kilmer was not asked to come back to the show, and obviously for several reasons it would be kind of difficult for him to act in it. And then him and Joanne Whalley, I don't believe, get along very well, so I don't know how that would go, but I'm interested in seeing what they do with the Madmartigan thing, or how they work that story into it. Hopefully they do him some justice in the same way that Tom Cruise did him some justice in Top Gun, but we will have to wait and find out. So what did you guys think of Willow? Have you seen it? Subscribe if you want to join the Movie Nerd family, and I hope to see you in the next episode.